Hey, welcome back to Daybreak Live. We're joined by Dr. Suzanne Lacey, Superintendent of Talladega County Board of Education. Dr. Lacey, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us today. And just like that, the school year drawing to a close. Wow, a lot of excitement, right?
There is a lot of excitement. Our seniors are finished for all practical purposes. They will be graduating on May 25th, and other students are involved in testing. If you're exempt from your exams, then more than likely today or yesterday was your last day.
Yeah,
so,
when you turn the calendar to May, it just seems like a blur because everything's happening.
Yes, sir. There are lots of programs, events, special events to honor students for their accomplishments, and it's just a real time of celebration. I love to call May the celebratory month because you can find a program or something special for students on any given day during the month of May.
Talk about some of the accomplishments that have happened this year in our school system.
I think most recently we hosted over 300 educators from across the country in Talladega County schools. And that's quite an accomplishment because they got to see firsthand what was going on in our schools. The communities that they visited were Munford and Lincoln, but it's the same framework in Munford and Lincoln that we have here at B.B. Comer in Childersburg. So our visitors from across the nation got to see the innovative work, technology to support student learning, and most importantly, project-based learning, which really showcases students' ability to work in groups, to present their findings, and to have a product like a tiny house, for example, that they have constructed during their classroom instruction.
Oh, wow. Tiny house.
Yes, sir. We have that program in Lincoln and Munford and Talladega County Central. They filter into that program, and we are replicating that program in Childersburg. So in the coming months, when the new school year starts, we will be utilizing those same skills in building science to also build tiny houses on the south end of the county.
Wow. What are some other exciting happenings for the school system in 2023?
I think we're really right now just reflecting on this year, and in the upcoming year, we're really going back to all the things that we have learned and had professional development on. Things that we know make learning very meaningful for students, very relevant. And again, that would be project-based learning. That would be technology to support student learning. That would be opportunities for students to have internships, to shadow individuals like you, Jimmy Dale, to really find their career path before they get out of high school. We have a very robust curriculum and program in career technical education throughout Talladega County schools, and that definitely will be a focus as we are preparing our students for college and career readiness.
What are some of the career opportunities that are available for our seniors coming out of high school this year?
Yes, one of the big ones is healthcare. We partner with SAFE here in Sylacauga with our healthcare program. For example, students this summer who will be graduating have the opportunity to go to the next level and become certified in phlebotomy. And that makes them job ready when they graduate from high school. So we're very thankful for that. We also have students that will be graduating with an EMT certification. Last year we implemented our first ever fire college with the Childersburg Fire Department as our partner. This year we've stretched that a little bit to emergency medicine technician. And we're also doing a pharmacy tech certification for students. So that makes them, Jimmy Dale, right ready to go to work once they leave us. And we're very thankful for that partnership with SAFE and the opportunity to be able to help students have a niche and find their pathway, maybe going on to pharmacy school, but to get that little taste of what it would be like working in that type of an area.
You know, technology is another field that is wide open for graduating seniors.
Yes, so I'm glad you asked that question because next year we will be starting our first ever cybersecurity program.
Oh, wow.
And we will do that both in our northern end schools, high schools, and also our southern end high schools. So recently, back about a year ago, I visited some schools in Ohio. And students from the cybersecurity program at this particular high school were graduating high school with an average pay of $70,000. The field is wide open. I'm talking about 18 years old.
Wow.
So our partnership with the League of Innovative Schools, which is a national partnership, has afforded us this opportunity to be able to partner, learn this program, cybersecurity, programming, and be able to provide that for students. So we're hoping that we see those same end products with students trained in this field, because we know there are many, many jobs across our nation that are unfilled and a great demand for this type of work.
Another great demand that all schools have, and that is for educators. You know, we need educators.
Yes, yes, we do. We also have that covered with our teaching and training program. And we had a young lady this year from Fayetteville to earn her certification for pre-K, which means she can come right into the workforce as an auxiliary teacher. Her plan is to go on to college and get a 4-year degree, but right now she's fully certified to work in our pre-K program through her 2-year certification that she earned in high school.
Surprisingly, to me anyway, but not so much to our kids that come in on our star student, a number of kids, I'm talking about 6th grade up, they say, hey, I want to become a teacher back at my school where I went to school.
And we love that, and we encourage that. I think now we're doing a much better job of keeping in touch with our graduates and remembering those moments when children say, I want to be a teacher, because the best feeling ever is to recruit them back to Talladega County schools and have them working in our classrooms.
Talk about some of the highs for the month of May. There's going to be a number of scholarships that are awarded, and boy, that's always exciting, isn't it?
It really is exciting, because I think it's just a culmination of the hard work that our seniors have done for 12 years, 13 years actually. And to be able to see them achieve, and then colleges and universities want them to be their student, is a very powerful moment. At Talladega County Central, for example, our smallest high school, just this week they announced over $1 million in scholarships for the students there. Yeah. And I attended the awards banquet this week at Childersburg High, and many, many scholarships to area universities for students there. So I always love to say that parents go home after those events just a little bit richer, a few dollars in their pocket, and that's really for the great accomplishments of their students throughout their career.
And you mentioned parents. It takes all of us to make it work, doesn't it?
It really does, and I can't say enough about our counselors in our schools, because they are a lifeline to students as they're applying for scholarships and having those connections. And I'm so impressed too by the university sending representatives to present the scholarships to our students. I think that's so important for them to showcase their allegiance and their support of our students, because that really means a lot most often to the students and the parents when someone from the university is there to present the scholarship.
Absolutely. Talk a little bit about financials. Are we doing some remodeling in our schools, or what's going on there?
Well, we are getting ready to build 8 new classrooms at Lincoln High School. That is our fastest growing area of the county. There is a home builder there that within a 3-year period will be building 435 new homes.
Goodness.
So we have to address those matters, and we have to plan for the future. So that's the building that's going on right now. We're doing some smaller projects throughout the county. We just received in recent months our financial audit for the year, which we got the best opinion, which is called an unqualified opinion. So kudos to our business department.
That makes you smile, doesn't
it? Yes, it makes us smile, and lots of hard work goes into compliance issues and making sure that we're doing everything above board.
And it's refreshing to know here in the south end of the county that we look across the way and we see the old Avondale properties coming to fruition like we said it would.
Yes, sir. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, because by early summer, the cleanup efforts should be completed. And you can already look and see a huge difference. We had a big celebration back in February to kick off that cleanup process. And it's just been a joy to be able to see what's happening and what will happen in the future on that property.
We talk about students and students that come through here on our Star Student. A lot of them, especially the guys, they're going to be professional athletes.
Yes.
And I've got one who he's just bent on being a professional athlete. I said, well, what are you going to do if that doesn't happen? You know, so we got a lot of great student athletes in our county as well.
We do have a lot of great student athletes, and that's why, as educators, I think we have to do a really good job of encouraging and promoting what they want to do, and then also pairing that with, like you said, well, what if that doesn't work out? Let's make sure you're on a pathway that could be your future, finding their niche, something that they love and would be, you know, happy to do for many years.
When do you think the light comes on for kids that's, you know, whether it's middle school or 9th through 12th grade, when does that light come on to say, hey, you know, I better get it together here?
Yeah, I think for kids it's really different. I think middle school is a real time of transition for kids, and you know, lots of ups and downs, lots of things like, well, this is what I think and this is what I don't think. You know, sometimes drama at that age. But I know for me personally, I knew when I was 5 years old that I wanted to be a teacher, and
Wow.
I never steered away from that. That was my destination, and I became a teacher, and I will always be a teacher. But I think really overall, Jimmy Dale, it's just different for kids. I think it becomes reality when they are seniors, because so many of our seniors also work and go to school. So they have a taste of what it's like to be a student full time, and then also to have a job that, you know, takes up a lot of their time.
Before we go this morning, and it's still fresh on our mind, the horrific incident that happened in Nashville earlier this year, and security. Let's talk about security in our schools.
Yes, security is top priority, and that's something that we focus on every single day, just like academics. We're always reminded when one of these events occur that it can happen anywhere.
Sure.
Nashville is a 2-hour drive from us. We are so thankful for our partnership with local police here in Sylacauga, across the county, Childersburg, Lincoln, all of our police departments, along with the Talladega County Sheriff's Department, who we partner with for resource officers in all of our schools. So 10 years ago, we had 2 resource officers. Now we have a resource officer in every community. And that is wonderful insurance. And it's a wonderful thing every day to know that we have someone looking out for our staff and our students. And kudos to these local police departments and sheriff's department, because they are on top of things. And we have very open communication and very often communication with them to ensure the safety of our students and our staff.
One more item before we let you go this morning. You know, we talk about, we got a number, how many schools do we have?
We have 17 schools
17.
in Talladega County.
And there are always studies being done across the state of what schools are doing better and what schools have improved more. What are a couple of schools that have really improved here in our county this year?
Well, just right next door, B.B. Comer High School, just last week, we were honored at the Alabama State Department of Education for improving their report card by 8 points. So by doing so and earning that B on their report card, they received an $8,000 check.
And that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. So they have $8,000 now to put toward academics, whether that's professional development for teachers, resources for students. So that's something just we're extremely proud of, and we're always working to improve. Our status as far as Cognia, that's our accrediting agency, is all about school improvement. So that's something that we focus on every single year, every single day, in order to ensure that our students are reading proficiently by the end of 3rd grade, and also doing mathematics proficiently by the end of 5th grade.
And with the school year drawing to a close, you turn the calendar real quickly to the fall session.
Yes, we do. Our first day for students coming back in the new year will be August the 9th. So we will catch our breath for about a minute, and then our administrative retreat for our administrators is May the 30th. And that's where we really kick off the planning stages, Jimmy Dale, for the new school year. So that's right around the corner. And it's always exciting to close the year, but it's even more exciting to open a new school year.
Well, an exciting year for Talladega County school system, and we thank Dr. Lacey for guiding us. Talladega County School Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Lacey. Suzanne, it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Have a great summer.
Thank you, and you as well. Thanks.
All right, more Daybreak coming up right after you watch this.